Getting funding for your startup can be very difficult and confusing. So, as a former bank VP, let me give you 5 different ways that you can get funding for your startup. Number one is grants. Everybody loves free money, right? Everybody would love to get a grant to start their business. But first of all, what are grants? Grants are basically free money that, as long as you use it for whatever the intended purpose of the grant is, depending on the grant provider, then the money is free. Now, that means that you don't have to pay back the grant. It's literally free money. So all you have to do is just make sure that you read the grant guidelines after you get approved and follow the rules to make sure that there's no clawbacks of where you have to pay back the money. What's the best way to find them? There's a lot of videos out there telling you how to find grants, but I'm gonna tell you 2 ways that I leverage every month to find grants for my businesses. One is through HelloSkip. HelloSkip.com is an online platform that actually finds the grants for you. They deliver them to you as they become available. Then they leverage AI to auto apply for you after you create a profile for your business. So if you guys are like me and you don't want to take the time every single month to find these grants, or even hire somebody at your business that can find you the grants, which is basically free money, then you can leverage HelloSkip.com. And I'm gonna drop the link somewhere in the caption, so make sure you sign up with them. It's completely free. Another option is through your local economic development authority. So your EDA, their whole job is to foster and incentivize the economy in the community that you're in or the city that you're in. So what I want you to do is just Google EDA near me or Economic Development Authority near me grants. Then depending on where you're located in the United States, it's going to give you some options as to what grants they have locally available from local funded. And there was a lot of money that was funneled through the EDAs during the pandemic. And guess what? A lot of these organizations, they still haven't gotten rid of that money because they are not lenders. So again, make sure you Google Economic Development Authority near me, add your city to it, see what grant options they have available, just give them a call. Number 2 is traditional small business loans with the banks. So some banks do have startup business loans. Now, the best way to find these banks and apply for this bank is probably you want to go to the bank that you're already banking with on the personal side. Just talk to your local banker, your local branch manager, and try to find out to see if they have any sort of startup business loans. And the reason why you want to go with the bank where you're already banking is because banks love to develop relationships. They love to lend to the people that's already banking with them. They want to have all your business because they know you have your personal account with them. If you have your business account with them, you're not going to go anywhere else. And on top of that, when it comes to business funding, there's a lot of programs that the banks only save for the customers that they already have. So you want to make sure that you try the bank that you're banking with first, then try a local credit union, and then you want to try maybe go after the big banks and the national banks, the regional banks, right? And I leave them last because they have a credit box that if you don't meet the requirements that they have, that sometimes it tends to be very small compared to the smaller banks, then that's it. There's no lending for you. So try those options first. The next option is find a micro lender that's backed up through the government. So the government actually provides a lot of money every year to smaller lenders, nonprofit lenders, to provide micro loans. And usually the requirements are, on average, you could have a 620 credit score and get approved for it. And average approval is like around $14,000, but they usually max out around $50,000. So you're gonna need, in most cases, a business plan and financial projections for your startup. So make sure you have those documents ready. And if you don't, just Google Small Business Development Center near you, and that's another government-funded program that's usually at your local university where they give you free resources and they give you a template to do your business plan. They give you a template to create your financial projections, and they help you create that completely for free. So again, just Google SBDC near me. Another option through the government is the lending matching program. So I'm going to put a website in the caption where you can click on, and you're going to go to the SBA website, and then you're going to find that the government provides you an option to match you with a local lender, where the government provides an option to match you with a local lender that their credit box that they have might be a little bit, but it's going to be bigger than the traditional banks. And what this means is that they're going to be more lenient, right, when it comes to helping you get that first business startup loan. So I have seen people get approved with a 580 credit score, 600 credit score. You can Google SBA Lender Match, or just click the link on the caption and then enter your information. And then after that, just get matched with a local lender and see what programs they have available for you. The next option is small business credit cards. Most banks are willing to get you an approval for a small business credit card when you're a startup. And that's even if you just recently opened that LLC. However, this is going to require a personal guarantee. Honestly, most of these options, except probably the grants, it's going to require a personal guarantee because you have a startup. The business hasn't had any success. So what makes you think that the bank is not gonna have some sort of backup to, in case if your business fails, or if it even gets started, or even if it starts making any money, that they're not gonna try to recoup their money. So if you have really good credit, 680 plus and above, then there's a big chance that most banks in the United States are willing to give you a startup small business credit card. For example, Chase is leading the way for me and a lot of my clients. Every time I open a new business, I get a Chase business credit card, and I leverage the relationship that I have with them to get $20,000, $50,000 so I could have working capital for that new business venture that I just started, and so do a lot of my clients. But Chase is not the only one. There's a lot of other banks that are doing the same. Again, you just want to call your local branch, your local Chase branch, your local Wells Fargo branch. Just give them a call, ask to see what credit products they have available for startups. 9 times out of 10, they're going to take you to the small business credit card. And then just ask them, what is the requirement? What does my credit has to be? But however, this is an option that's recommended for people that have good credit, 680 and above with nothing negative. When you apply, you want to make sure that your credit report is clean and that you have a relationship with that bank, because that's just only going to help you either A, get a bigger approval, or B, get actually approved. And lastly, I already gave you 5 options, but I'm going to give you a bonus one. So the very first thing that I did years ago, when I needed working capital for one of my businesses, I used to own a home automation company. I took a home equity line of credit against the equity that I have on the very first home that I purchased. And I was able to get the working capital that I needed to buy into a partnership that led me to the place that I am today. And the reason why I left this option last, and I'm even adding this, just to give you another option for you to be able to get capital to start your business or to keep your business afloat as you're in those first 2 years. You might want to leave this option once you know that you're super serious about pursuing your dream of becoming an entrepreneur, which is very possible, especially you keep watching this channel. So make sure you like and subscribe and comment. But it is a fact that you need working capital. You need access to other people's money. You need access to funds in order for your business to be successful in most cases. Now, that's not to say that you cannot bootstrap your own business from your own funds, but then you don't want to do that, right? You want to leverage the American credit system in order for you to be able to get the funding that you decide that you need. So there you have it. I gave you 6 options for you to be able to get funding for your startup. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And if you have any questions about how to do this, check the link in the caption. I have a community that's completely free for you to join, where I actually answer all your questions, and I go live once a week. So as always, if you want the cash, I have the banks, and I'll talk to you soon.